3:14 in the morning. Your eyes snap open in the dark. You did not choose to wake. Your body did it for you. Your heart is already going faster than it should be. Your mind switches on like a light you cannot find the switch for, and you lie there staring at the ceiling in a house gone completely silent while the rest of the world sleeps on without you. And here is the part that should stop you cold. It is almost the same time every single night, not random, not scattered, the same dark hour again and again, as if your body were keeping an appointment you never made. You have probably called this insomnia. You have probably blamed stress or your phone or your age and reached for something to knock yourself back out. But what if it is not insomnia at all? What if a body that wakes you at the exact same hour, night after night, is not malfunctioning, but doing something deliberate? What if the 3 a.m. wake-up is not a problem to be silenced, but a message you have not yet learned to read? Because that is what we are going to uncover in the next few minutes. Why your body chooses that specific hour, what is actually happening inside you when you jolt awake, the real physical machinery of it. Why your mind floods with thoughts the instant your eyes open, and the single thing your body has been trying to tell you over and over in the only window quiet enough for you to hear it. By the end of this, you will never look at a 3 a.m. wake-up the same way again. You will know exactly what it means. You will know why fighting it keeps you trapped in it. And you will know the simple, surprisingly gentle way to answer it, so that the appointment your body has been keeping in the dark can finally, at last, be canceled. So stay with me. Do not reach for your phone. The thing waking you at 3 a.m. is not your enemy. It is not random, and it is not broken. It is intelligence. And tonight, you are going to learn its language.
Let us be precise, because the precision is the whole clue. Real insomnia, the clinical kind, usually means you cannot fall asleep. You lie down and your mind will not let go. But that is not what is happening to you. You fall asleep fine. Sometimes you are out within minutes, and then hours later, in the deepest part of the night, you are yanked back to the surface, wide awake, alert, your thoughts already racing, as if someone flipped a switch. That is not the same thing. That is something far more specific, and specificity is information. Think about it. A random disorder does not keep a schedule. A malfunction does not show up punctually at the same hour every night, but your body does. It wakes you in that narrow window between roughly 2 and 4 in the morning, with a consistency a clock would envy. And anything that precise is not noise, it is a signal. Your body is not breaking down at 3 a.m. Your body is doing exactly what it intends to do at exactly the moment it intends to do it. And this changes everything about how you respond, because if it were simply a disorder, the goal would be to suppress it, to medicate it, mask it, force it back down. But if it is a signal, then suppressing it is the worst thing you could do. It would be like ripping the battery out of a smoke alarm because the sound annoys you, without ever checking whether something is actually burning. The alarm is not the problem. The alarm is trying to point at the problem. So we're going to stop treating your 3 a.m. wake-up as a thing to be silenced and start treating it as a thing to be understood. Because your body has gone to remarkable lengths to wake you at the 1 hour it could finally get your attention, the least we can do is find out why. It is not insomnia. It is a message delivered at the same address every night. And in the next few minutes, we're going to open it. So let us look at the actual machinery. What is physically happening in your body at 3 a.m.? Start with cortisol. You know it as the stress hormone, but it is also your built-in alarm clock. Cortisol is supposed to rise in the early morning, gently, to lift you toward waking. That is healthy. But when you are living under chronic stress, that rhythm gets pushed forward and turned up. The surge that should arrive softly at dawn instead spikes hard in the dead of night, and it hits you like a jolt of adrenaline, snapping you awake hours too early, heart pounding, fully alert. Then there's your blood sugar. Through the night, your glucose slowly drops. For most people, that is fine. But if it dips too low, often after a day of sugar, alcohol, or skipped meals, your body treats it as an emergency. It releases adrenaline and cortisol to push stored sugar back into your blood, and those are the exact same chemicals that wake you up. So a quiet metabolic dip becomes a sudden racing heart awakening. And underneath both of these sits your nervous system. If it is stuck in a state of high alert, what the body calls hyperarousal, it simply will not allow you to stay in deep sleep. It's standing guard, it's scanning for threat. And the darkest hours of the night, when your body temperature bottoms out and you pass between sleep cycles, are the thinnest, most fragile moment of your sleep. That is exactly where the surge breaks through. That is why it's 3 a.m. and not noon. So none of this is mysterious, and none of it is your fault. It is chemistry. A stressed system, an early cortisol spike, a blood sugar dip, a nervous system that never got the message that it's safe to rest. But notice the thread running through every one of these: stress, alarm, a body that believes it is still in danger. The machinery is real, but the machinery is also a messenger. Because every one of these systems is reacting to the same thing, a life or a mind that has not yet been allowed to feel safe. And that is the message your body is straining to deliver.
Now to the strangest part. The instant your eyes open at 3 a.m., your mind floods. Worries, regrets, conversations, the thing you have been avoiding, all of it, at once, in high definition. Why then? Why does the quietest hour produce the loudest mind? Because all day long you keep the lid on, you are busy, you are distracted. There is noise, there are tasks, there is a screen in your hand the moment a difficult feeling rises. Your conscious mind is a full-time guard, holding down everything you do not have the time or the courage to face. It works, it gets you through the day, but it costs energy, and it requires you to be awake and occupied to maintain it. And then comes 3 a.m. The guard is off duty, the distractions are gone, the lid is lifted. And everything you pressed down all day, the grief, the fear, the decision you keep postponing, the truth you already know, rises straight to the surface. Not because something is wrong with you, but because the surface is finally still enough for it to be seen. The racing mind is not the disease. The racing mind is the message, arriving at the only hour you are quiet enough to receive it. There is an old wisdom in this, far older than modern science. Many traditions saw these dark pre-dawn hours as the body's deepest window of restoration and release, the time it does its quietest, most honest work, processing what the loud day refused to. Whatever you call it, the pattern is the same. What you will not look at in the light comes knocking in the dark. So when you wake at 3 a.m. with your mind on fire, you are not being tormented at random. You are being shown the contents of the room you keep locked all day. The body waited until the noise died down, and then, gently or not, it knocked. The question is no longer, how do I make the racing stop? The question is the one your body has been asking you all along. What is it exactly that you will not let yourself look at in the daylight?
So here is the turn. The 3 a.m. wake-up is your body trying to tell you something, and it is time to say plainly what that something usually is. First, it is telling you that you are living in survival mode, that your nervous system has not felt safe enough for long enough to power down at night. The early cortisol, the racing heart, the standing guard, that is a body that believes the threat is not over. And somewhere in your waking life, it is right. Something is draining you, frightening you, or asking too much of you, and you have learned to override the signal by day, so it comes for you by night. Second, it is telling you there is something unprocessed knocking to be felt, an emotion you keep busy enough to outrun, a grief you have not sat with, an anger you swallowed. Feelings do not disappear when ignored. They wait, and they collect their debt in the dark. And third, sometimes the gentlest and most important one, it is telling you that a part of your life is out of alignment, that you already know a truth you are not ready to admit. The job that is quietly killing you, the relationship you have outgrown, the dream you abandoned. The conscious mind can argue with that truth all day, but at 3 a.m., with the defenses down, the truth simply sits up and looks at you. Do you see what this means? Your body is not punishing you. It is protecting you. It is doing the most loving thing a body can do, refusing to let you sleep through your own life. It wakes you because the message could not get through in daylight, and because some part of you sensed that if it waited any longer, you might never hear it at all. It is not insomnia. It is intelligence. A messenger standing at the door of a house whose lights are finally off, knocking, because at last, in the dark and the silence, there is finally a chance that you will answer. So what do you do at 3 a.m. when it happens? It comes down to 3 movements. Stop fighting. Read the message. Soften down. The first is to stop fighting it, because the moment you wake, you panic, you look at the clock,
You calculate how little sleep you will get. You think, not again. I have to be up in 3 hours. I need to sleep right now. And every one of those thoughts is pure stress, which means every one of them releases more cortisol, more adrenaline, the exact chemicals keeping you awake. You are pouring fuel on the fire and wondering why it will not go out. So the first move is radical and simple. You stop. You let yourself be awake. No panic, no clock watching, no war. The struggle is what traps you. The surrender is what releases you. The second is to read the message. Instead of thrashing, you ask one calm question, and you ask it kindly. What is asking for my attention right now? Not to solve it at 3 a.m. You will solve nothing useful at 3 a.m. Just to acknowledge it, to let the thing that has been knocking be heard. Sometimes simply naming it, I am scared about this, I am grieving that, I already know I need to change this, is enough for the body to feel received and to stand down. And the third is to soften down. Now you help the body believe the threat is over. Slow your breath and make the exhale longer than the inhale. That single act tells your nervous system directly that it is safe. Keep the room dark. Do not reach for the screen. Its light tells your brain it is morning. Let your body be warm and heavy. You are not trying to force sleep. You are sending one signal over and over in the language the body actually understands. We are safe now. You can rest. Stop fighting. Read the message. Soften down. You are not at war with your own body in the dark. You are answering a knock and then gently going back to bed.
But the real cure does not happen at 3 a.m. It happens in the daylight, because the wake-up is a symptom, and the cause is sitting in your waking life. Start by lowering the baseline. If chronic stress is moving your cortisol surge into the middle of the night, then the answer is not a sleeping pill. It is taking seriously the thing that is stressing you. The wake-up is your body's invoice for a daytime debt. Look honestly at what is draining you and begin, even slightly, to address it. Your nights are downstream of your days. Steady your fuel. Try not to go to bed on a blood sugar crash. After a day of sugar, caffeine late, or barely eating, the nighttime dip hits farther. A small, balanced snack in the evening can keep that crash from triggering the adrenaline that wakes you. Keep it gentle and simple. You are smoothing the curve, not dieting. Empty the room before you sleep. If suppressed thoughts come knocking at 3 a.m., then give them a hearing earlier on purpose. Write down what is on your mind before bed. Let the worry and the truth out onto a page so they are not waiting to ambush you in the dark. A mind that has been heard does not need to shout at 3 a.m. And build a wind down that tells your body the day is truly over. Dim light, slower movements, screens away well before sleep, a signal of safety repeated nightly until your nervous system believes it. And above all, listen to the message in the daylight, because here's the secret. The wake-up stops when its message is finally received. The body has no reason to keep knocking once you have opened the door. One honest note:
If this goes on for weeks, or you wake gasping or with real physical symptoms, see a doctor and rule out the medical causes. That too is listening to your body. But for most people, most of the time, the 3 a.m. wake-up is exactly what it appears to be. A life asking gently to be heard. So let us answer the question we began with. Why can't you sleep? Why does your body wake you again and again at 3 a.m.? Now you know. Because a cortisol surge, pushed early by chronic stress, is jolting you awake at the thinnest hour of the night. Because a blood sugar dip is firing the chemicals of alarm. Because a nervous system stuck on guard will not let you sink. And beneath all of it, because something in your waking life, a stress, an unfelt feeling, a truth you already know, has been trying to reach you, and the loud day kept drowning it out. So your body waited for the silence, and then it knocked. This is the thing almost no one tells you. Your body is not failing you at 3 a.m. It is the most loyal thing you own. It would rather wake you, exhaust you, and frustrate you than let you sleep straight through a life that needs your attention. The wake-up is not malfunction, it is devotion. It is your own deepest intelligence refusing to give up on you. You are not broken, you are running someone else's code. And now you see it. So before you go, picture the next time it happens. 3 a.m., your eyes open in the dark. And this time, you do not panic, and you do not reach for the phone, and you do not declare war on your own body. This time, you place a hand on your chest, and you breathe out slowly, and you ask gently, "What are you trying to tell me?" And you listen, and whatever rises, you let it be heard. And then you soften, and you sink, and you drift back down, because the messenger, having finally been received, has no reason to knock anymore. That is not a fantasy. That is a skill, and it grows quieter and stronger every night you practice it. Stop fighting. Read the message. Soften down. Your sleeplessness was never the enemy. It was a letter delivered at the only hour you would open it. Read it in the daylight, and the nights grow quiet on their own. Until the next becoming, stay soft, stay listening, and rest now.